To the Texas Bowl we go. Greg Schiano. Their third ever bowl game. Back-to-back years, though. Tim Brown, 4 catches, 101 yards, 1 touchdown on the season, getting the start due to some injuries. Midway through the first, Teal hits Brown, gets some great blocks, takes it to the paint. Touchdown, Rutgers. Teal was efficient, 16 to 28. Ray Rice, this is the bread and butter right here. One of the better running backs in the country. Haas had his 10th 100-yard game of the season. He moves it into K-State territory. Next play, Teal. Looking deep to Brown. Again. Go ahead, young fella. Show him the speed. 101 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. So he matches his year total in yards and doubles his touchdowns in 1 game. K-State was held to 162 yards of total offense by the 7th-ranked D in the land that belongs to the Scarlet Knights. But Yaman figures. See ya. There's some speed right there. Field's kind of sloppy. It was, if you knew where you were going, you had a better chance to figure out how to get there. The guy's trying to tackle you. K-State moved to within 14-10. Then Josh Freeman is picked off here by Quintero Frierson. First turnover of the game, and Rutgers right there really seized control and never let go. It's Rice again. Guy that sort of stepped onto the stage along with this team this season. You probably heard a lot about 27. Look at him go. What a season for Rice, for Schiano, who said to say we're excited would be an understatement. Well, I don't know what that is. Some sort of a little dance or something like that. Last time Rutgers football team won a game in the month of December, it was December of 1878, John. For you kids out there was no Xbox 360. There wasn't even a regular Xbox.
That's 2 centuries
Wasn't
ago.
even an Atari. The Civil War had ended only 13 years prior. The opponent, CCNY, their football program disbanded in 51. President Rutherford B. Hayes. The win was the first and only of the season for Rutgers. Thursday's win, as I mentioned, they got to 11 for the second time, tying the school record, which they set in 1976. Going Pacific Life Holiday Bowl, couple of 9-3 teams. Jeff Tedford's squad looked good, although not early. Stephen McGee, Gig'em finds Chad Schroeder, touchdown, and from there for Texas A&M, that's when it all went terribly wrong, didn't it? Nate Longshore sneaks it in, knocks the game up at 7. Later in the first, same score. It's Stephen McGee scrambling. He's hit hard by Damian Hughes. Fleet-footed is McGee, gets blasted right there, but gets up, say, come on, bring it, bring it. California's like, all right, you want some? Get some. 14-7, A&M now down, and here goes McGee, and Desmond Bishop baptizes Mr. McGee. Oh, ouchie. McGee no longer asking for more. I've had enough, thank you. Marshawn Lynch, Pac-10 Offensive Player of the Year, went for 111 and 2 touchdowns. This initially ruled a fumble. The men in the striped shirts come in and say, Aggie ball. Hold the phone. Take another look. Lynch clearly in. The Bears are up 21-10, and the second half was all the boys from Berkeley. They have a 31-0 advantage in the second half. This is Longshore to Lavelle Hawkins' touchdown. And so now it's celebration time. We do a little dancing, and it's time for the Gatorade bath. And from fellas, you can't get to the postseason and mess it up. But then they do catch up with their assistant coach and give them the shower. Time now for speed drills on the big game with
Interim head coach Joe Kynes coaching Alabama in the Petro Sun Independence Bowl. A lot going on there. They want Nick Saban to be their coach, basically. First quarter tied down 7-0. John Parker Wilson to Matt Cato, who makes the diving catch. Wilson's 17th TD pass, breaking former coach Mike Shula's record. Keith Toston, the freshman. He could be real good down the road. Didn't get a lot of carries this year, just a freshman. Now the Cowboys go up by 10. Hey, Coach Kynes, can you speak up? It's kind of loud in here.
Stop that little inside trap. You know, the option didn't hurt us much. We played pretty hard. We just got to stop that inside thing. Offensively, we kind of sputtered around, got the ball in the end zone. You know, defensively, we got to get out off the field on that 2-minute drive. We're just going to play. We just got to keep playing.
Former job, jackhammer operator. Okay, Alabama Crimson Tide lost their last 21 games when trailing after 3. Their last fourth quarter comeback, 2001 Independence Bowl. Andrews out of Terry Jones. Could they do it on Thursday night? Back to reality. Tied down 31-17 in the fourth. Javier Arenas, cousin of Gilbert. Gilbert's the hibachi.
Hibachi!
What's Javier? The microwave, the Foreman grill, the George Foreman grill, large lighter. Ensuing kickoff. Oh, Grant Jones, leading kick returner in the nation, fumbles. Chris Rogers with the recovery. Later, Schneikes. Wilson laterals to 348 LB freshman Andre Smith. Andre, 348,000. Game tied at 31. Still in the fourth. 102 remaining, 3rd and 9. Bobby Reed, Dontrell Savage. 19 carries, 112 yards. 3 receptions, 41 yards. Jason Ricks after 3 consecutive timeouts by Alabama. A natural hat trick of timeouts. He kicks the winner, and the Cowboys playing. Not a problem, though, early for the Gophers. Brian Cupido, play action to Jack Simmons. Spates replacement. It's 7-0 Gophers early, and they keep pouring it on. Second quarter now up 28-7. Cupido, Logan Payne. Nice little catch. Third quarter, same score. Joel Monroe will kick a 20-yard field goal. That makes the score 38-7. 38-7, third quarter leads, normally good.
I see what you're setting up.
Well, we'll see. Same score now. Graham Harrell, pump fake, 43 yards. Joel Falani, where is he? Pan left, please. Touchdown. Red Raiders down 38-14. But it's late third quarter. Okay, now we're just starting the fourth quarter. It's 38-14. Harrell, Robert Johnson. All right, 38-21. Quarterback sneak, touchdown. Now it's 38-28. A 10-point lead. Now 2:44 to go in the game. Shannon Woods, that's a score. 38-35. The Red Raiders trying to pull a miraculous comeback. Under 1 minute left. Texas Tech ball on their own 7. This isn't good. Over the middle. Harrell to Robert Johnson. Got to get out of bounds. He does with 44 seconds left. He's still got a long way to go here. 38 seconds left. Little wide receiver screen.
They got the video
Falani.
game offense, though.
Yeah. There's Alex Trelica warming up for a possible game-time field goal. There's under 20 seconds left now. 38-35. Harrell, plenty of time. There's Johnson again. So here we go. 52-yard field goal attempt to tie. Yes! We go to overtime. All the way back. From 38-7 in overtime. Glenn Mason. He didn't see this coming. Gophers had the ball first. They were held to a field goal, so the Red Raiders down by 3, and Shannon Woods does it. Holy shnikey. Texas Tech down 38-7 with 7:47 left in the third, and they go on to win the largest comeback in bowl history. The previous largest comeback was 30 points in 2001 when Brian Leftwich and Marshall came back to beat East Carolina in the GMAC Bowl. Incidentally, the Gophers also blew a 24-point lead to NC State back in 2000 as well. Brute, Sun Bowl, Oregon State, Missouri. These two programs have met only once to open the season back in 1956. All right, third quarter, 21-17 Oregon State. 1st and 10 for Missouri. Chase Daniel, that's basically a lateral, so Chase Coffin can throw the ball again. He does to Tommy Saunders for the score. 24-21 Missouri. Later in the third, 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Tony Temple takes the handoff. He's fast. 65 yards, 20 rushes, 194 for Tony. 2 scores, 31-21 Missouri. Let's go to the fourth quarter. 31-24 Missouri, driving in Oregon State territory. Daniel Kaufman, nice catch. Daniel 16-29, 330 yards. Now 38-24, just over 6 to go. 1st and goal for the Beavers, down 14. Play action, Matt Moore. Evanson Bernard with the score. Now it's 38-31, under 2 to play. Oregon State down 38-31. Sammy Strada takes the punt inside the 10. And it's a good return. He gets it near midfield, so Oregon State, good field position, down 38-31. Under a minute to play now. Matt Moore. It's complete. Strada over the middle. Drive continues. Now under 30 left. Moore to Joe Newton. 14 yards for the score. Play reviewed.
1 foot down is all you need.
All you need. Beavers down by 1. Now Oregon State, Mike Rully. He's not going to go for 1 and the tie and a possible overtime. He's going for the win right now. Does the gamble pay off for Oregon State?
Pat Moore under center.
Bootleg.
Wheat Brown goes in motion. Moore gives to Bernard. Bernard burrows, plows. Bernard gets to the goal line. Bernard with no signal. signal yet. Bernard is at the goal line.
Touchdown.
It is in! A two-point conversion! And the Beavers take the lead! They go for two and get it! The Beavers take the lead!
Mike Riley's gamble pays off. The Sun Bowl proves to be one of the more entertaining games of the season in college football. With 12:08 to play, Mizzou scored a touchdown and take a 38-24 lead. More than 6 minutes later, the Beavers score a TD to cut the lead in half. In the final 23 seconds, they score again. Missouri called a timeout in hopes of having that TD overturned. During that TO, Mike Riley decided to go for that two-point conversion that proved to be the winning margin.
Back to college football. Kentucky in a bowl game for the first time since '99, taking on Tommy Bowden's Clemson Tigers. Gaylord Hotel's Music City Bowl. Second quarter, Kentucky, 4th and 4, deep in its own territory, and they fake the punt. Marcus McClin picks up the first down. Rich Brooks said, if it doesn't work, you're the dumbest guy in the world. But it did work. And the Cats didn't wait long to cash in. Next play, Andre Woodson going up top to DeMario Ford, who got behind the safety. Woodson with 3 touchdown passes. Kentucky wins at 28-20, their first bowl game win since 1984. Parties in Lexington.
AutoZone, Liberty Bowl, South Carolina, Houston. Houston hasn't won a bowl game since defeating Navy 35-0 in the 1980 Gator Bowl. Second quarter, Gamecocks down 14-13. Blake Mitchell, Sidney Rice, his feet were in, we promise, or foot. Gamecocks up 20-14. Ensuing Houston possession. This is now at 6:08 Eastern time. That previous touchdown you saw was at 6:03 Eastern time. So Houston goes up 21-20. Jackie Battle scores. Now 6:18 Eastern time. Say you want to go to ESPN News at 6 and kind of get all the stories of the day. I'll come back to this football game at 6:30.
Trying to get a raise?
Well, you missed a lot. Gamecocks now lead 27-21. That was Corey Boyd. And then Kevin Cobb buys some time. Vincent Marshall, 77 yards. So you went and watched Robert Flores on the ESPN News. From 6:03 to 6:20, the game went from 14-13 to 28-27. Fourth quarter.
He must have bought you dinner.
South Carolina up 37-28. I don't know. I mean, I'm no Mel Kiper, but this Blake Mitchell looks like he's a pretty good right arm. Kevin McKinley makes it 44-28. Gamecocks looking good. Still in the fourth. Cougars coming back. First and goal. Battle bust. Houston down 44-36. Looking for that first bowl win since the 1980 Garden State Bowl against Navy. Later in the fourth, South Carolina goes for it. However, Boyd, no. Turnover on downs. Houston has a chance. 4th and 23. Oh, you got to get to that yellow line by rule. Steve Spurrier, good win. Yo ding dong, yo. South Carolina wins the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Kevin Cobb threw for 386 yards on Friday in the Liberty Bowl, bringing his season total over 3,800 on the year. 30 touchdown passes, only 4 interceptions. This guy's moving up Mel Kiper's draft chart. Now, the last 2 major NFL prospects to play under center for the Houston Cougars didn't quite work out well in the pros. Andre Ware, second quarterback taken in the 1990 NFL draft after Jeff George, played just 14 career games. David Klingler, taken 6th overall in 1992, 2 drafts later. His career spanned 33 games, 16 touchdown passes, 21 interceptions.
Andre works for us now, so he's got a better picture. Next stop, Orlando for the Champ Sports Bowl. Purdue taking on Sam Hollenbach in Maryland. First quarter scoreless. Hollenbach going up top to Joey Hanos. 7-0 for the Terps. First meeting ever between these two schools. Second quarter, Maryland up 14-0. Hollenbach drops back. Darius Hayward-Bay. He's got 3 names and 6 points. Terps up 21-0. Hollenbach 223 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air. Third quarter, Curtis Painter to Dorian Bryant. He coughs it up. Maryland wins it 24-7. They held the ball for nearly 40 minutes and held Purdue to 21 yards rushing.
For Freedom Bowl, Hawkeyes bomb Texas that day, 55-17. Second quarter, Iowa up 14-3. That's Scott Chandler.
He's big.
Tight end. He's standing up. And apparently, because of that, he's ineligible. This touchdown will be negated. Kirk Ferentz, Iowa coach, he doesn't like that. Next play, Drew Tate looking for Chandler in the end zone. See, that time Chandler was,
he was in the three-point
stance. However, it's Aaron Ross, a gorgeous interception. All right, ensuing Texas possession. Freshman Colt McCoy A chance to break the NCAA touchdown mark for a freshman coming into this game. There's one. Meanwhile, Lima Swede ties Roy Williams with a school record for single-season touchdown reception. But you saw there, he injured, but he would come back later. Keep your eye on Jamal Charles. You saw him, and that's beautiful. Tech is up 20-14. Freshman record for touchdown passes, 29. David Neal did it for Nevada in 1998. Colt McCoy with 2, you saw, ties it. Gives him 29 each for David Neal and Colt McCoy. Still in the third quarter, Tate to Brodell, who runs it in for a touchdown. Iowa takes a 21-20 lead. Fourth quarter, Texas 4th and 1, deep in Iowa territory. McCoy running. I mean, he could throw for that freshman record, get touchdown pass number 30, but he's thinking run all the way. Got a bad shoulder. Shows some courage there going towards the pylon. They would score on the next play, take a 26-21 lead. Now it's 26-24, razzle-dazzle time. Dominic Douglas was trying to throw that ball, but Marcus Griffin, nice work. And Texas hangs on to win. So Colt McCoy finishes his impressive freshman season. 29 touchdown passes, tying the freshman mark, originally set by, as we mentioned, Nevada's David Neal in 1998. McCoy passed for nearly 200 yards per game and completed more than 2/3 of his passes. A bright future for Colt McCoy with the
Heineke Car Care Bowl now. Navy taking on number 23 Boston College. That's interim coach Frank Spaziani of BC. Tom O'Brien's at NC State. Jeff Jagodzinski's going to take over next season at BC. Matt Ryan's going to take that into the end zone. Put the Eagles up 6-0. Extra point attempt now. Walk on Steve Aponovicius. Can't hit it. He had never played football before this season. Did make a couple of field goals against Virginia Tech. Second quarter, Navy up 14-13. Kaipo Noah Kayaku and Hada. That's their quarterback. He connects with Jason Tomlinson for the 24-yard touchdown pass. Navy cruising up 21-13. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 for Boston College at the Navy 12. Ryan intercepted by Clint Sovey. Now take another look at this. Sovey hidden from Ryan's view by the official. Can't see him, but he comes up with the interception. Eagles trying to stay in the game. Fourth quarter, 3rd and 8. Ryan to Ryan Purvis. Boston College down 24-22. They decide to go for 2, try to tie it. Ryan will go to Tony Gonzalez. He hits him, but Gonzalez can't hang on. Under 2 minutes left, Eagles with no timeouts. Navy just trying to run out the clock. 3rd and 15. Reggie Campbell takes the pick. Jolon Dunbar recovers, and Boston College still has a chance. 3 seconds left in the game. Aponovicius, 37-yard field goal. He's never made one this long, and he just sunk Navy's battleship. He nails it as time expires, and here's what he had to say about it after the game.
For missing that first extra point, I felt like if we would have lost, it would have been on my shoulders. So to come back and win it like that, it's unbelievable. But it's a tribute to the whole team that we got down there for a chance to win it.
Probably going to replace him with a scholarship kicker next year, but he says he'll worry about that later. He's the BMOC at BC. And the Eagles have the longest active bowl game win streak with 7, one ahead of Utah, who won earlier this postseason. After those 2 schools is Ohio State. They play in the national championship game. You may have heard that. Buckeyes have won 4 straight bowl games. And Bowling Green has won their last 4 bowl games, though they haven't played in one.
These programs have met just twice, splitting 2 games during the heart of the Great Depression. Virginia Tech offensive tackle Brennan Fry said, quote, "Some people say the SEC is a better conference. I think we'll be able to show them we're on the same level as the SEC. So far, so good." Eddie Royal, Sam Wheeler is 21-3. Virginia Tech, how about this? After a 51-yard field goal, Georgia, the surprise onside kick, it works. Ensuing possession, Frank Beamer. He's not usually outsmarted in the special teams department. Matthew Stafford, Trez Milner. And it's Georgia making a comeback, 21-13. Sean Glennon now looking for time. Lost in the logo there, and he must have lost Tony Taylor, the nice pick. Now Georgia taking over, trying to come back. They're still down 21-13. We're in the fourth quarter. Beautiful play-action fake by Stafford. He hits Milner down the sideline. Watch it again. That is Steve DeBerg play-action quality.
He went Steve DeBerg on.
That would lead to a Georgia touchdown and 2-point conversion. Ties the game at 21. Another turnover. Glennon hit from behind. Quentin Moses recovers it. That will lead to a Georgia field goal. Now they're up 24-21. Next Virginia Tech possession. Glennon picked off by Taylor again. Brings the ball down to the 1. 4th and goal now. We go for the touchdown, and the sealer, Brandon Sutherland, does it. Georgia wins.
game on New Year's Eve, and 5 years ago was Larry Coker winning a national title at Miami. This is his swan song as they take on Nevada in the MPC Bowl. With all due respect, it just seems odd to see Miami in a bowl game on blue turf in Idaho. Just doesn't quite seem or feel right, but this seems about right. Miami doing what they do. Kirby Freeman, Sam Shields, 78-yard touchdown. The freshman gives the Canes a 21-14 lead. But Nevada's game, respect to Wack. Jeff Rowe, pass downfield, juggled by Caleb Spencer, and Anthony Pugwall makes an unbelievable grab. Juggles, and the big tight end. Well done. Johnny on the spot, or Anthony on the spot, leads to a field goal. 21-17, now it's 21-20. And Rowe, you see the clock winding down. He's not the fleetest guy afoot, but if Boomer were here, he'd give you a whoop, and the drive's still alive. Looking for a field goal that could win it. An unbelievable pick by Chavez Grant, another freshman at Miami, and Coker's final game win.